Welcome to Bark Dialogue, the podcast for people who want to truly understand dogs, improve animal welfare, and build safer, stronger relationships between humans and animals. If you care about what animals are trying to tell us, you're in the right place.
Welcome to Bark Dialogue. I'm Lae Monier, behaviorist. Today we are discussing a crisis that is shaking the very foundation of animal welfare in the UK. Recently, Owen Sharp, the CEO of Dogs Trust, issued what can only be described as a distress call. He spoke of a perfect storm, a convergence of the post lockdown transition and a brutal cost of living crisis that has pushed our rescue centres to a literal breaking point. At Dogs Trust alone, they are seeing record high numbers of people looking to give up their dogs, with 50,000 inquiries a year. But while the headlines focus on the economy, here at Bark Dialogue, we need to look deeper at the behavioral illiteracy fueling this fire. Mr. Sharp highlights a heartbreaking reality. Rescue centers are full, and for the first time, they are having to say no to healthy dogs. Why? Because the lockdown pups acquired during the pandemic are now showing complex behavioral issues that their families, often facing financial strain, feel completely unequipped to manage. This isn't just a space problem, it's a mental health crisis for the staff on the front lines who have to witness this heartbreak every day. But most importantly, as a behaviorist, I believe we have to stop treating this as just an emergency to be managed and start treating it as the failure of society and education. The current system is unsustainable. My core belief at Bark Dialogue is that we must move away from the term owner and toward the term guardian. An owner implies a commodity, something you buy, use, and discard when the perfect storm hits. A guardian implies a duty of care to a sentient being. And something else, when we see dogs as commodities, we indulge in unethical breeding for cuteness, prioritizing a certain look while ignoring the devastating spinal, skin, and eye conditions, not to mention behavioral issues, that often lead these dogs into the rescue system in the first place. We need innate health assessments to be the industry standard, ensuring dogs are bred for quality of life, not consumer trends. If we want to solve this problem, we have to start in our schools. I am advocating for mandatory animal welfare and environmental education in the UK national curriculum. We must teach the next generation to speak animal before they ever bring one home. And for our rescue centers, we need to move past the garden check. Having a fenced in yard does not make someone a good guardian. We need a vetting process that assesses an adopter's personality, their behavioral literacy, and their ability to recognize when they need professional help from a behaviorist. We need to normalize asking for help early before surrender feels like the only option. Owen Sharp is right. It is a heartbreak, but it is a heartbreak of our own making, and we can prevent it if we stop looking for quick fixes and start building a foundation of education and respect. We cannot continue to postpone these difficult conversations simply because we do not like them. Thank you for listening to Bark Dialogue. Let's stop the cycle of rescue and start at the era of communication. I'm Lemonier, and I'll talk to you next time.